A very good morning to all of you. It's an honor to speak in this conference on behalf of ONGC. We work in energy industry, as we all know, energy indispensable industry. It has led to the development and progress around the world. Our industry touches the lives of billions of people every day. The modern world in which we live, a world of electricity, transport, new inventions, and improved health, has been made possible by the widespread use of energy. Our industry has pioneered technologies and techniques that are often compared to space. For example, putting an astronaut on the moon. Our energy resources, particularly oil and natural gas, are prime drivers of our nation's economy. It is essential that we ensure that safe and responsible production of all these resources. We often hear it said that companies must make safety a top priority. We believe that a commitment to safety must run much deeper than simply being a priority. It must be a value, a core value that shapes decision making at every level all the time. Every company desires safe operations, but the great and abiding challenge is to translate this desire into action. The answer is not found only in written rules, standards, and procedures. While these are important and necessary, they alone are not enough. The answer is ultimately found in a company's culture, the unwritten standards and norms that shape mindsets, attitudes, and behaviors. As we all know, we cannot buy a safety culture off the shelf. We have to craft it ourselves. Although we have been operating since 1956, we migrated to a systematic approach in 2002 when we adopted a framework that puts our safety commitment into measurable action. The framework is called the HSE Management System. It consists of several elements which are designed to identify hazards and manage risks. The framework covers all aspects of safety: management leadership, accountability, design, construction, and maintenance of facilities, operating procedures, emergency preparedness, management of change, assessment of performance, and of course, through inquiries into incidents. It guides the activities of about over 30,000 employees as well as our third party contractors. We expect that our contractors are knowledgeable and aligned with our HSE management system requirements. We measure and analyze our safety performance regularly. We record not just our injuries but also our near misses. We know there are lessons in each of these. HSE management system includes assessments through audits. Importantly, these assessments are performed not only by trained safety personnel but by a cross-functional, cross-regional teams. In this way, all employees feel responsible for each other's safety. HSE management system is only one part of the equation. In ONGC, like other energy companies, we use a lot of equipment, everything from tubulars to workstations and deep water submersibles. It is people who apply and operate this technology. Their behavior determines safety performance. Therefore, the culture of safety starts with leadership. Leadership drives behavior, which then establishes culture. Leaders influence culture by setting expectations, building structure, teaching others, and driving accountability. The managers are expected to lead the HSE management process. Therefore, a majority part of their performance assessment is based on doing this successfully. But then management alone cannot drive an organization's behavior. For a culture of safety to flourish, it must be ingrained throughout the organization. To get where we need to be on safety, continuous improvement is essential. Our industry, unlike others, operates 24 hours a day. Therefore, the need to manage risk never ends. Developing a culture of safety is a journey. Until an organization reaches the point where everyone owns the system and believes in it, until it enters the hearts and minds of the people, to become very part of who they are as a company, that system and culture of safety is not sustainable. Therefore, we need to uphold the highest standards. To conclude, I wish to state that safety is not a priority. We also seek to learn from others. It is by constant learning and analyzing, by looking to best practices in other organizations, and by examining incidents and near misses that we continually improve our own performance. We have had our share of incidents and we strive to learn from each of those incidents. There can be no endpoint to this safety journey. Meeting the world's growing demand for energy involves a high degree of risk. We operate some of the world's most complex technologies and some of the world's harshest environments. It is only by remaining vigilant and disciplined we can find ways to effectively manage risk at every step in the energy value chain. It is difficult to claim 100% success in this endeavor in our industry, yet that remains our objective. Thank you for your time, and please accept my apologies for not being personally present there and participating virtually. Thank you very much.